One thing that I just really want is more Mileven. Hey guys, it's Mikinna, and today I am filming a video that I have been wanting to film for the longest time. Literally, I've had this idea for a while, and I found a new way to do it, so I decided to do it. But today, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to be reading and reacting to and stating my opinion about Stranger Things Season 3 fan theories. So, if you don't know, Stranger Things is this Netflix show that I am really obsessed with. And if you haven't watched this show, go watch it right now because you're completely missing out on a lot of stuff. And don't watch this video because it's probably going to have a lot of spoilers in it. But if you have watched Stranger Things and you do like it, continue watching, and you can comment down below your opinion on these theories. And I think that's it. So we can go ahead and get started. So I will have the website that I am reading these from linked down below if you want to see what they have to say about it. But yeah, so I think, how many is there? 10. So we're just gonna read these and then go through them. So these are about season 3, so obviously if you haven't watched season 2 yet, you might want to go do that real quick. Okay, so theory 1 is that Dr. Brenner is alive and will be back. So this one, I kind of don't really agree with that much. My mom thinks that Dr. Brenner is still alive. I personally do not, because I kind of think that, so in season 1, the lab people were all mean, kind of. And then in season 2, the lab people were kind of nicer and on their side, and not really they were on Will's side, trying to actually help him. So I still think that some of the meaner people from the lab from season 1 are still out there, but I don't think that Dr. Brenner himself is still alive. But I still think some of the people that have contact to him, or that were there in the creating of the Upside Down or whatever, still exist. So I kind of agree with that one. I kind of don't agree with that one. Number 2 is that other test objects are going to appear, which obviously they exist, because I don't know why the creator of them would make an 11 and an 8. That just doesn't really make any sense. And also, Terry Ives, or 11's mom, we were not shown her number, but she has powers, so I'm kind of figuring that she has numbers. And I feel like they would have started from 1 to 11, or from 1 to 20, because those numbers are so different, and I feel like they did that on purpose, because they could have easily just done a 1 and a 2, but they decided to make a whole new thing. So I definitely think that there are more. It just depends on how many they are going to end up showing us. Number 3 is Hopper's daughter was a test subject in Hawkins' lab, which I completely agree with that. I think that could be a possibility because, one, in the flashback that he had with her, his daughter dying or in the hospital or something, was at the lab, which I think that, I don't know why they would have that lab be the hospital for her. So yes, I definitely think that Hopper's daughter could have been part of the Hawkins lab thing. Number 4 is that Terry Ives' sanity could be stuck in the Upside Down. So this one, I definitely think that all of these test objects or whatever do all have a connection to the Upside Down, because they all can be talk and kind of see each other and communicate in the void or the black thingy. So I definitely think that they're all connected to it, and that her sanity or whatever is making her get stuck in this dream circle, I definitely think that it could be connected to the Upside Down. Number 5 is that the Mind Flayer tries to use 11 as a host. So I was watching an interview with Sean Levy, who is the director, and he said that they will be giving Will a break because in the first and second season he has been kind of like the main character and trying to like figure out what is going on with him and all this crazy stuff. So I definitely think that the Mind Flayer is going to stay because in a bunch of interviews with the writers and the directors and everything, they have said that the Mind Flayer and the whole like Demogorgon upside down thing is going to stay the main villain for all 4 seasons. And so I definitely think the Mind Flayer is going to try to use another person as a host or try to control another person. 11, just because she's such a big character, I feel like more is going to happen with 11, but then I also feel like since she's already a big character in her own fighting it, that they might not want to add on to that. So I definitely think that the Mind Flayer will try to host someone else, but I'm not sure if it's going to be 11 or not. Number 6 is that Steve becomes Hopper's deputy at the police station. So, I am not sure about this. I kind of feel that Steve was kind of like a meaner bully character in season 1 and then became like a complete fan favorite during season 2, and the relationship between him and Dustin and just him and the kids in general got such a big reaction to it that was very positive. So I think that they might just keep him the way that he is and maybe not add on to him. Or I also heard in another interview that they will be doing a 2-year time jump. So instead of it being in 1985 following the first 2 seasons, it will be in 1986. So Steve will be 2 years out of high school. Nancy and Jonathan will be getting out of high school. The kids will be in their 2nd or 1st year of high school. I'm not sure. So they might have done that, and he might have changed in that way during the time jump if they end up doing that. But I really don't have an opinion on this one. I mean, it could happen because you never know. This one's kind of like a thing that like might not really make that big of a difference. The next one says that Erica somehow knows about the Hawkins lab experiments. So I know that Erica is not that big of a character, or like doesn't have that much like screen time, but a lot of people really like her because she's like funny, and they have like her and Lucas have like the sibling rivalry or whatever. But this one, you kind of have to like understand it. It says that Erica appears to have an interesting choice of drawings on her wall, namely a sunflower and a rainbow, because of Terry Ives' dream circle and her whole like rainbow room sunflower thing. You're gonna have to, I'll show you the picture of it. I don't know if you can see that, but it could, because I feel like they're gonna introduce more people into it so that it has kind of a bigger thing, because not a lot of people know about it, and it's kind of just like secluded with the amount of characters that know about it, and it's just the same characters. So I feel like they might make more characters be known about it, maybe, and it might just be Erica because she's a great actor and deserves more screen time in my opinion. Number 8 is the Upside Down is a living being. Okay, I kind of have to read this. It says, the Mind Flayer is an embodiment of its will, hence its curiosity about our dimension and its eagerness to infect Hawkins. The Demogorgons are either parasites or akin to white blood cells, cleaning the Upside Down of infections, or humans, which are kind of infecting it, trying to burn it, trying to get it to go away. The vines that are strewn around all over the gloomy dimension, as well as the one that worms itself into Will, could be its nerves or veins that are hardwired to consume anything foreign and turn it into energy. So this could very well be a new fact about it that we learn in season 3. And I completely agree with this, because in a couple of the times where it's just like the gates, like in the school scene in season 1 and basically in everything in season 1, it seems to be moving and turns almost red to the light. So maybe that moving, it could be like the vines and like the like snaky little vine looking things move around, and it is like a moving being trying to clean all the humans out of it as the humans are trying to clean it. So I definitely do believe that that could be possible. Next says that every time 11 uses her powers, her health gets a little worse. So you kind of have to read the description on this one again, but we all know that every time 11 uses her power, she gets the nosebleed, or, you know, has to, like, if she uses her powers for something big and like does something like really hard, she gets like worn out and has to like recharge herself and kind of just like sit and chill for a minute. But this one says that it could be causing something worse, like internal bleeding, causing her actual physical health to be going down. I hope they don't kill off 11, because I will literally stop watching the show if Millie's not in it anymore. But this could be draining her physical ability a lot, as many times as she's using it to do huge things like close the gate or whatever. And this last one says that Bob is from Derry, Maine, and he met Pennywise when he was a kid. So, you guys all know my obsession with it, so I'm obviously all about this one. I am on my 16th time watching the movie, so yes. But it says, his tale of creepy Mr. Baldo, the clown from the local fair, kind of reminds people of something, like Pennywise the clown from the It movie. The way that Mr. Baldo offers the young Bob a balloon in his particularly unnerving voice, it sounds suspiciously like It. That's not all either. Bob hails from Maine, where It comes from, specifically Derry, and it could be that he actually came from Derry, encountered It, and left. Upon leaving Derry, its inhabitants' memories of the creature inevitably fade, so this is a distinct possibility, especially considering the Duffer Brothers' love of Stephen King. So I know that the Duffer Brothers love Stephen King, and that there's other things into the show that have stuff to do with some of Stephen King's work, so I definitely think that that's a possibility, and I really hope it is, and I really hope that they clarify that, because like an It and Stranger Things crossover would be top notch. So just saying. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any fan theories about anything or about Stranger Things that you want me to react to, because I'm not really creative in coming up with new things. So if you guys can come up with any theories, I'm trying to think. One thing that I just really want is more Mileven, which is Mike and 11, because honestly, it's great. And Lumax, which is Lucas and Max. Just more of the cute ships, and I'll be great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Bye.